Tonight on Wrestling News WWE, a shocking twist is rocking WWE discussions everywhere. Multiple backstage sources are whispering one thing: Roman Reigns is preparing to replace Jimmy Uso in the WarGames match with none other than Zilla Fatu, Amaga's son, a real Bloodline heir and the wildest potential debut WWE has teased in years. Imagine the moment spotlights dim. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns stand inside the cage and suddenly the arena erupts as the fifth man is revealed. Not Jimmy, not a legend, but Zilla Fatu stepping into WWE for the very first time. That a debut inside WarGames, that a family member replacing a family member got a narrative earthquake. That let's break down the reports, the rumors, the logic, the booking, and the potential impact of this move. This is a SUPLEX Saga, and today we decode why WWE may be sidelining Jimmy Uso and why Zilla Fatu might be the biggest surprise of Survivor Series 2025, that you're watching SUPLEX Saga. The home of deep dive breakdowns, fantasy booking, analysis, and every twist in WWE storytelling. If you breathe wrestling, you're in the right place. That let's get into the saga. The conversation started quietly. A single backstage note: WWE is considering a major swerve for the babyface WarGames team. Jimmy Uso may be pulled from the match and replaced by a younger, fresher Bloodline member. Within hours, that rumor had a name: Zilla Fatu, a man fans have been watching outside WWE. That a man who carries the Samoan legacy in his veins. That a man who brings danger, mystery, and an aura that fits the WarGames environment. That WWE hasn't confirmed it, but insiders claim discussions have happened not about signing him full-time yet, but about attracting attention with a one-night spotlight opportunity, whether it becomes real or stays fantasy booking. The idea is electrifying. Chapter 4. Why WWE might sideline Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso is a top performer, no question. But WWE has been playing with his character direction for months. Here's what makes the rumor believable. WWE often sidelines familiar faces before big twists. Jimmy has been inconsistent in recent storylines, teased between heel and face. WWE might want a fresh dynamic next to Roman and Jey. A family replacement story instantly creates drama. Jimmy's character could pivot to a darker arc following being replaced from a storytelling perspective. Replacing Jimmy isn't about disrespect, it's about shaking the board. Jimmy's absence becomes the spark, Zilla's debut becomes the flame. Zilla Fatu entering WWE isn't random. He is the son of Amaga, one of the most iconic enforcers in Samoan wrestling history. He looks the part, he moves like a future powerhouse, his demeanor screams WarGames ready, and most importantly, he brings something new out: a young Samoan star making his debut in WWE's most violent match type. That's not just booking, that's moment making. Fans will instantly draw comparisons. Amaga entering WWE and destroying everything in sight, solo. Sikoa debuting at Clash at the Castle. The Bloodline always introduces new members with impact. Zilla would be no different. Roman Reigns returning for Survivor Series is already a massive headline, but bringing Zilla into the match adds a deeper layer. Roman becomes the one who elevates the next generation, that he chooses the successor. He handpicks the future. The tribal chief's blessing matters more than any contract. Imagine Roman backstage telling Cody Rhodes, "You want a real warrior. That cage, I got someone better than Jimmy." It's a line that writes itself. If Zilla replaces Jimmy, if Roman brings him in, then the emotional center of WarGames becomes Jey Uso. Jey's reactions could shape half the story. Shock, betrayal, confusion. Anger. Fans will instantly ask, does Jey trust Zilla? Does Jey blame Roman? Does Jey resent Jimmy? That emotional drama adds depth to the match far beyond physical violence. That lets fantasy book it. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk stand inside the cage. Jey Uso is packing, waiting anxiously for the final partner. Roman Reigns' theme hits, the arena explodes, then the lights go dark. That a heartbeat sound at a tribal drum. That a silhouette appears on the stage. The crowd realizes what's happening. The commentary team goes silent, and then Zilla Fatu steps out for the first time ever in WWE. Roman nods at him, a symbolic coronation. Fans go ballistic, that it would be the most talked about debut in years. That WarGames is a brutal environment perfect for a powerhouse. Imagine his first moments. He enters last, Breaker charges at him. Zilla destroys him with a Samoan drop. The crowd loses their minds. He smashes Logan Paul into the cage. He trades heavy shots with Bronson Reed. He stands face to face with Drew MC and Tight. A debut in WarGames makes him look unstoppable. That WWE loves creating instant superstars through shock moments. This is tailor-made for one. Jimmy's character arc could transform. He feels betrayed. He blames Roman, he blames Zilla, he blames WWE. He spirals into a darker persona. A jealous, angry Jimmy is a storyline goldmine. This sets up Jimmy versus Zilla, Jimmy versus Roman, Jimmy versus Jey, Jimmy leaving the Bloodline permanent, lights an entire next chapter. If WWE brings him in for Survivor Series, it could lead to a short-term feud, a part-time schedule, a full developmental contract, a permanent Bloodline role. If he impresses in WarGames, even for 5 minutes, fans will force WWE's hand. Just like Solo Sikoa, just like Braun Breaker, just like Logan Paul. Point. One moment changes everything to here's the grounded truth. As of now, Zilla has not officially signed with WWE, but WWE is aware of his name recognition. They know the Bloodline story needs new energy. They want new Samoan stars. They love big surprises at Survivor Series, so is it possible? Absolutely. Is it confirmed? No, and that's what makes it exciting. The what-if magic that wrestling fans love. As a storyteller, I see 3 reasons WWE would do this. Shock value. WarGames thrives on surprise. A new Bloodline family member is guaranteed trending content. Legacy building. Bringing a manga son in a WWE is a moment fans would never forget. Long-term booking. Jimmy's character needs a shakeup. Jey needs emotional conflict. Roman needs to build a successor for his eventual exit. Every piece fits. SmackDown's main event segment opens with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk addressing the WWE Universe. They talk about unity, about war, about stepping inside the steel structure with the most dominant family in wrestling history. Then Cody says the words that shift the entire momentum of the night. We heard the rumors, we saw the footage, and if the Bloodline really added who we think they added, then this just became a different kind of fight. The crowd buzzes to see him. Punk grins. He leans in the mic and says, if Roman wants to bring in the son of a Samoan bulldozer, that's fine, because I'm here to remind him Bloodlines don't win matches, men do. The lights cut out. The entire arena screams as the Bloodline theme hits. Outwalks Solo Sikoa. Outwalks, hood up, eyes cold or heavy, and finally Roman Reigns. The tribal chief steps inside the ring and stares at Punk and Cody without blinking. The tension feels physical, like electricity crawling across the mat. Roman raises the microphone and destroys the silence. You two don't understand what's coming. You think this is a game. You think this is a feel-good story. You're walking into WarGames with a child of a man. And he's hungry. Zilla steps forward for the very first time. He speaks on WWE television. Not a long promo, not a scripted monologue, just one line that sends chills through the entire arena. At WarGames, somebody's not walking out. The crowd loses their minds. Logan Paul's music hits, then Drew McIntyre, then Braun Breaker, then Bronson Reed. The entire heel side storms the stage and stares down the combined forces of Cody, Punk, the Bloodline, and Zilla Fatu. It's chaos. That's weird. It's the biggest Survivor Series build in years. Officials run out. Security floods the ringside area. Roman Reigns smiles. Cody RH smiles back. CM Punk cracks his knuckles. Zilla tilts his head, glaring at the opposing team like a predator figuring out which target dies first. SmackDown goes off the air in absolute mayhem. No punches thrown, but every word, every stare, every second dripping with explosive energy. And the message is clear. WarGames 2025 isn't just another match. That it's a collision of legacies. The past of a manga, the prime of Roman Reigns, the rebellion of Cody Rhodes, and the return of CM Punk, all inside one steel-covered battlefield. This isn't just a feud. This is history being rewritten in real time, and that wraps today's saga. Whether this rumor becomes reality or stays in the realm of fantasy booking, one thing is clear. A Zilla Fatu debut would change everything. The Bloodline story isn't ending, it's evolving. But if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and subscribe for more wrestling storytelling, predictions, and breakdowns. This is Wrestling News WWE, and I'll see you in the next chapter.